is terrific. And there are a lot of us. How many of you have sung in high school, all you guys? Anybody sing in college? Some of us have sung in college. How many sang after college? Not in barbershop. So yeah, how many sang in church? For heaven's sakes, yeah. So we've got all sorts of people that have come from various places, Charlotte, and this is the way we get together. We're really happy that you're here with us tonight, and it's how are you enjoying this Zoom thing with us?
It's fun. It's definitely like the highlight of my week, especially with being so isolated. Most of the time, it's nice having a group, but yeah, I can't wait for rehearsal to be in person again.
Yes, I think we can all go ditto to that one. I can only tell you that in the morning, it's really wonderful to see your face. You've got the best smile. You really do. So, everybody give a silent round of applause for Charla because we are happy to have you back again, and we hope to see a lot more of you in the future.
Oh,
Thanks for
yes.
being here.
Thank you.
All right, we are moving along. Anybody else have an announcement? This is the time to do it. All right, nobody does. That's kind of terrific, I guess, isn't it? All right, so first thing we're going to do, of course, is sit on the edge of our chairs. We're not going to do physical things right now because the air quality in my house is not very good and it has made my voice a little bit raspy and it also has given me a cough I didn't have before. So I don't want you to suck in a lot of air unnecessarily. I don't want you to be a hero tonight. What I want you to do is we're going to use our ears actually a lot during the rehearsal. All right, so first thing I want you to do is I want you to bubble, and the bubble is going to be kind of a sporadic kind of an engine kind of a deal, which means your core muscle is going to be revving up, releasing, and revving up. It's going to sound like this. Now, all I want you to do is bubble as loud as it takes to make it go. Don't do it super loud. Just it's called the essential minimum. Just use the essential amount of air that is needed to bubble. Put your hands on your tummy, right at your waistline. This, when you start the bubble, should contract. It should go in. So here we go. Ready? Take in the inhalation. Good, good, good. Now I want you to do some staccato bubbles right here on the palm of your hand. It's going to be, and you should feel little tummy jumps. One, two. We're going to go down by half steps. Actually, what that shows is that you have connection from your core to your phonator, the vocal folds. That's all. It's not especially a beautiful artistic presentation by a voice student. All right, so to do that, what I'd like you to do is I want you to take your hands and put them up right here. And I want you to just kind of massage your jaw. Jaw. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here we go. And it's a yaw. That is the vowel. Aw. Not ah, but aw. It's a lip vowel. Here we go. Yaw and yaw, 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 yaw. I want you to look at yourself, not the ceiling. Look at yourself. And I want you to see if your mouth is going north and south or east and west. If it goes east and west, the sound is going to be ya, ya, ya. If it's ya, ya, it's got to be north and south. This a direction, not a that direction. Here we go. And here, and ya, 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Now, let's do it again. And what I want you to do is, how many are watching me? What I want you to do is this time watch me and then look at you. And then look at me and then look at you. And see if your mouth position is similar to mine or if it's something very different. What does that mean? If your mouth position is something totally different than mine, what's coming out of your mouth is not the same vowel. And if we're going to match vowels, that being the unit thing, we want to have basically the same look. Doesn't have to be identical, but it can't be ya or anything else. So north and south, watch me, and then look at you. Here we go, ready and ya 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 ya. 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 Angie has the best match for me. I'd say most of you have not learned to draw in the corner of your mouth for lip vowels. A lip vowel, all of them, oo, o, ah, all of those, the lip right here in the corner has to come to that schwa, which we really don't mention anymore because it got kind of ugly and out of hand or out of face or something. So what I want you to know is the corners have to come in. They can't stay in the normal place. This is my normal face. Ya 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 ya. Not resonant. Ya ya ya. You gotta bring your corners in. Now you believe in me yet? Yeah? Let's do it one more time and bring the corners in. If you need a little help, yes, that's what I mean. I'm not Italian, but I still speak with my hands. Here we go. Bring the corners in. Here we go. And ya 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 ya. 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 If I could have everybody look at Charlotte, I'm telling you, she's a poster child for that vowel. Thank you, Charlotte. So it is all about just exactly that. We're going to take two vowels now that make you change your mouth position. We're going from E, which is what we call neutral mouth, E. The corners don't go anywhere. They stay right in the middle of your face. E to O to E to O to E to O. Now, the kind of the thing we all want to go is E to O to E to O. But you see the wrinkles in my face? I don't want you to be looking at wrinkles in your face. If you just have your lips in the center of your face, there are really no wrinkles. It's going to be E-O, 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 E, E-O, 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 E. We're going to do two times on each note. And we're going to go down first. Here we go. Take in the drink breath. That means it's open and E-O, 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 E again. E-O, 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 E and down. E-O, 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 E. E-O, 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 E and down. E-O, 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 E. E-O, 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 E. E-O, 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 E. E-O, 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 E. Go as far down as you can. E-O, 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 E. E-O, 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 E. Release yourself. Release yourself. Make sure you can move. Don't get so that you're solid. You look like you're an ice sculpture. Move. And now we're here. E-O, 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 E. 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 E. E-O, 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 E. That's enough of that. That is enough of that. That's as low as I can go. In fact, it's actually too far. Take a drink. Everybody show me your hydration. You can have a bubbler, you can have a glass, but you got to have water on these meetings. You can't have gin, you can't have wine. You have to wait till afterwards. It's got to be agua. Mm. All right, so this is E A ah. Watch my mouth. E A ah. How much happens to my mouth? Not anything. E A ah. Just sing that much with me. Ready? And E-A-ah. And again. E-A-ah. Now, what I see is this. E-A-ah. That means you're using muscle here. Release. Take your hand. Go here. Release the muscle. E-A-ah. There is no muscle. Nothing's dragging down at all. It's loose, loose. Loose as a goose. The rest of it. I'm going to do it slower. Going right through the break. Here we go. Slowly going up and then down the scale. And and here and here and here and here we're going to E-A-vo. E-A-vo, vo, 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 vo. Here, E-A-O, vo, 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 vo. And here, E-A-O, vo, 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 vo. And here we're going to voo, another lip vowel. I'm making you use your lips. E-A-oo, voo, 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 voo. Little, little, little. E-A-oo, voo, 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 voo. And here, E-A-oo, voo, 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 voo. And here, E-A-oo, voo, 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 voo. Two more. E-A-oo, voo, 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 voo. And here, how many got to the top with me? How many got to the top? Fantastic. If you're a bass, what I want you to do is start it out. If you can't do the upper notes, fine, but do the beginning of it. Do the beginning. Don't give out so that you don't sing the start of it. And just keep trying to access that next note. And one of these times it's going to come up. It's going to show up. I promise you it will definitely show up. Wonderful. Aren't you kind of excited? What's exciting is that we're together. What's exciting is we're together. We're, you know, it would be maybe comforting to go curl up in your own house, but at this moment in time, this is, I think, the healthiest thing for us to be doing. And so I made that call. It's just we're here. So we're going on. This review is Imagine, which features our leads, and all of the rest of us are beautiful harmony singers. Harmony singers. When you hear the track, the vocal track, what I want you to do is never lose the harmony, but always be able to hear the melody, because that's what we need to do as a chorus member. We always have to be able to hear, especially on these songs that feature the leads. Want to be able to hear them. So we're going to start tonight with Imagine. Haven't done this in a while, and I have learned that any sort of directing I do is only counterproductive. So you're on your own. Everybody's on mute, including me.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Do no hell below us. Above us only sky. Ooh, imagine all the people living for today. Do imagine there's no countries. Do it isn't hard to do. Do nothing to kill or die for, and no religion to imagine all the people just living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, ooh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one, as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. Imagine no need for greed or imagine a brotherhood of imagine all the people we're sharing all the world, all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine, imagine,
Thank you very much. Okay, using our ears. I have a couple of questions. What word does that learning track say quite differently than the way we sing it? Jeanette.
Imagine.
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 It. So somebody asked me after the class for aging voice. It was in the chat. Don't we sing the way we speak? The actual singing process is not the way we speak, but the language we sing is the way we say it. The interpretation, the flow of lines, we try to sing it so that it sounds authentic. It doesn't sound contrived. So imagine, with the emphasis especially on that E, is contrived, manipulated. So when you go through it the second time, No matter that they're doing a big E, you do a big I. You do imagine. That's number one. Second thing is, I want to know, what do you think about, and I don't know who these people are. This is just, what do you think of the vocal production? What does it make you think of, feel? Use your ears. We're not done, Deb. Deb, we're not done yet. Patty, go ahead.
The lead is very brassy, very
So
tinny sound.
what makes the brass sound is exactly, she's going like this.
Right. Yeah.
That is the east-west posture. Imagine there's no heaven, instead of imagine there's no heaven. So, second time through, sing imagine, and also please have your own vocal production, the north-south resonant one, and don't try not to match their sideways one, okay? It's very easy to try to match vocal production, and when it's not the one we want, we don't want to match it. Okay? Now, Deb, we're ready. Sorry about that. Ha!
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try to know hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. To imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Do nothing to kill or die for, and no religion to imagine all the people just living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one, as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can imagine no need for greed. Imagine a brotherhood of imagine all the people we're sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful to look at your faces, and the think that's interesting as we go through this, all these rehearsals, more and more of you are finding the light in your eyes, um, the spirit of the eye, and realizing that dead eyes just they are not helping your sound. So just smile at everybody because they're looking at you. Aren't you guys looking at each other? Yeah. So everybody show a little love in your eyes. All right, we're moving on. This is now don't stop thinking about tomorrow. And one of the things I want you to think about is when we do this song, it's got a lot of feeling in it and it's got a lot of power, but don't sing past the point of where you think it needs to go. Just be careful of that. We're ready for. Don't stop thinking. And
Now if you wake up and don't want to smile, and if it takes just a little while, just open your eyes and look at the day, and you'll see things in a different way. I'm saying don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Now yesterday's gone. Oh yeah, yesterday's gone. Why not think about times to come and not about the things that you've done? Now if your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. I'm saying don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Now yesterday's gone. Oh yeah, yesterday's gone. Ba, 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 ba. Now all I want is to see you smile. And if it takes just a little while, I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. I'm saying don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Now yesterday's gone. Oh yeah, yesterday's gone. I'm saying don't you look back. Don't you look back. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't look back. No time for that. Don't look back.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that is our theme song, or one of them. Amen. Don't you can't think about the last 5 almost months. We're looking ahead. It's going to happen. Kids are going to be playing baseball in the spring. Something's going to happen, and we're going to have a. Wouldn't it be interesting? We could have Christmas. Now that's a goal. I don't know if it's feasible. So Carol Wharton, you get the award for the face that brings me in. I looked at everybody. Yes, you do. So everybody watch Carol Wharton this time. See what I mean? Terrific. Some of you are so expressive. So I appreciate that. Some of us just have to turn our light bulb on a little brighter. Instead of being a 60 water, be 100 water. Why not? Why not? All right, we're ready. Again, Deb, let's go. Thanks.
Now if you wake up and don't want to smile, and if it takes just a little while, just open your eyes and look at the day, and you'll see things in a different way. I'm saying don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Now yesterday's gone. Oh yeah, yesterday's gone. Why not think about times to come and not about the the things that you've done. Now if your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. I'm saying don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. Now yesterday's gone, oh yeah, yesterday's gone. Ba, 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 ba. Now all I want is to see you smile. And if it takes just a little while, I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. I'm saying don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. Now yesterday's gone, oh yeah, yesterday's gone. I'm saying don't you look back. Don't you look back. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't look back. No time for that. Don't look back.
Wonderful. Okay, most improved performer that time through was Patsy. Bravo, Patsy. It shows. Thank you. Bravo for you. All right. So for this next part of the evening, what you need is the music to at last. You need a pencil, and if you can possibly have a highlighter, that's good. And honestly, having you're going to get recordings of what you're going to hear, but it might be a really neat thing if you were feeling like it to record some of what you're going to hear. So I'll let you take a minute and get yourself assembled here. While you're doing that, I have to really acknowledge our techie people. We are so fortunate. We are more than fortunate. Um, just doing my class on Sunday and having an issue, and they are calm. They can keep everything moving and it works out just fine. So all I can say is when you listen to what you're going to hear, I want you to, in your mind and in your heart, up. Okay, Angela Taylor, stop sharing, will you please? Thank you. Don't play with your buttons. Okay. Um, we can do all sorts of things, I'm telling you. So what you're going to hear is what Debbie did for me last week, and she did it for you. We're going to hear tonight duets. We're going to hear two parts singing together. She has taken the lead part, she's taken the bass part, and she's put them onto a recording so that what you're going to hear are the two parts singing together. And then you'll hear baritone and lead, you'll hear tenor and bass. We've got all the combinations. We aren't going to go through all of them tonight, but this is a time for your ears as much as it is your voice. The first time we hear all of these, it's just going to be listening. We're not going to sing along. And what I want you to do on your music, this is why we're going to have our pencil and our highlighter. If you don't read music, follow the words. That's fine. What I want you to do if you're following only the words is when you hear something that happens that is going to make a difference in the song, that you think it's going to be a big moment, I want you to mark it. I want you to circle it. So find those places in the song that are going to be important, that you think are going to be important. if, for example, when we hear bass and the lead right now, if you're a bass, follow your part and listen to the notes that you do with the leads that make magic and circle those notes. If you're a lead, same thing. Find the notes that make magic happen with the basses. And I'm not going to tell you what that means to make magic. Your ears will tell you, believe me. So we're going to start with the leads and the basses, listening to their duet. We're all listening. So baritones, tenors, what do you think you can do? Sit.
We can look for the same thing.
We can look for the same thing. What you're going to know is that you're going to hear moments that you're going to know, baritones you're going to know. My note right here is going to be very important because I know just listening to that. If you're a tenor, you're going to say, oh, that note is going to be, of mine, is going to be absolutely, supremely important. So you'll find your moments that are magic as well. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Thank you, Deb, for this. I'm applauding you.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
Anybody hear any octaves? Yeah, that is one of the things that will pop. An octave pops. Sometimes a fifth does too, and it kind of throws you off, and you think, oh, that's Oh, no, it's not an octave. But a fifth is the most perfect interval. A fourth is also perfect, but a fifth is even better. So I would like now, believe it or not, I'm going to ask Deb to move along. We're going to sing, but the next one I want you to listen to is the bass tenor. Why? Because the tenor spends much of their time in this song octaving with the basses. You will be amazed at how many octaves they have. So basses, this is going to give you a real opportunity to see, oh my goodness, that is the kind of thing I like to highlight. If I'm octaving with somebody, I'm going to highlight because that makes my ears stand up and say, I need to do something there to make that sound perfect. All right, this is now going to be the tenors and the basses.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you, by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
Most interesting. So counting those octaves, that'll be not tonight, but we will do that just for curiosity's sake. Our next duet is going to be the leads and the baritones. This is, of course, my favorite duet. The dance that the baritones do around the leads is it's so beautiful because both parts are like a melody. It's not like the leads have this fabulous part and the baritones are just shoving notes in. The baritones have an equally as lovely part. So when they do this dance, listen to the way the parts fit together, and they're just so exciting. So this is now the leads and the baritones, and then we're going to start to sing.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover. The night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
What I really like about that duet are all of the major seconds, those dissonant intervals. And it is that for this song, it's a lot of the core magic of the song are those very dissonant seconds. Everybody's got them, but these two parts have lots of them together, just like bass and tenor have all those octaves. All right, now going back to the first one, this is the lead and the bass. And now the lead and the bass, I would like you to sing along with in the duet. If you are a baritone and a tenor, I want you to follow along and just see what you notice about this. Because every time I listen to these, I find something else. I find there's another place that just jumps out at me. Aren't these going to be fun to rehearse with? I mean, they're going to be just like give you all sorts of amazing stuff. If you can sing against all of the other parts over and over again, it's just going to be wonderful because you feel the magic, and you will feel the magic when you do it as well. All right, here we go. Two parts. Lead, bass.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. By you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
Good, 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 good to practice holding out the phrases as long as they do. That's one of our goals. We, as I told, I don't know, I think it was Debbie, for right now, and because of the way we are meeting, the best thing we're going to do, the most sensible thing to do, is interpret this song the way the learning tracks are. It's not that far off from the way I will want it. So the day we get back together, we will be really strong on the song and we will have to add some. But interpretively, can you feel there is interpretation in here? It's not as if it's a boring presentation of the song. So it's impossible for me to fight City Hall, as they say, and ask you to do something so different. So you follow me really well. I have no doubt that we will be able to do that when we get to that point. So hold things out as long as they do. And just remember to take that open breath, every phrase, even on a quick breath. Take an open breath. Aha. All right. We are now moving along to bass again with the tenors. Trying for those octaves. Tenors, remember, octaves, you have to be on the high side of all of those octaves. More energy, more sparkle.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you, by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
So, how about we're moving on to the baritone with the leads. So, this is what I want you to do. When you have your major second intervals that you hear, at this point, both parts need to remember to push right up against the other note. So right now you're pushing up against a note that you hear on a recording, but I want you to know where they are and what the energy level has got to increase every time you find one of those. It's got to go, they join together, they become one little ball of stuff here. They're not separate, they're right like this. So for anybody, when you have those intervals, it takes more energy, more fire in you. Okay, so here we go. This is now the baritone and the lead.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover. The night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
What are you hearing that is making you find more, let's say, find more interest in this song?
The held notes.
You like the held notes?
I
do
do.
too.
I like
That's-
the way the parts intertwine,
Yeah.
the way that the berries and the leads, sometimes where the berries are on top, sometimes underneath, and it's just like a woven fabric.
The harmonies are gorgeous.
Aren't they? Did
Great
you notice the top of page 4 baritones when you're so far above the leads?
Yeah.
Sounds like actually you're doing a duet with the tenors at
Right.
that point. It just is amazing that how high you are, and you'll actually kind of emulate the tenor at that point, except that in saying that, there are some notes that are very important. Baritone's your most important note that I want you to learn to sing strong and long is in measure 16. Just by you. Well, there are 3 notes that are all the same, and this goes for all parts. Just because there are 3 notes in a row that are the same does not mean the function of the note is the same. That last note that the baritones are on by you is that wonderful dissonant with the leads. And as you notice, that's probably the longest note in the whole song.
Yeah.
You've got to be strong right against them and pure right up against them for that whole time. So as you listen to this duet, just practice floating the sound. Don't push it, don't muscle it, and keep it a pure ooh all the way. And leads on that very same note, what you're going to do is you're going to find you're going to be able to sing out just by you. And again, you have to have a lot of air to extend that note the way it needs to lift and spin. Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. All right. There are so many things I'd like to tell you about this song, but tonight is only really our first time of getting into the music, and I'd like you to now listen to the baritone and the tenor. Boy, if you are a lead and a bass, I want you to applaud when it's over. Just listen to these very interesting intervals that they have, jumps that they have. So this is my favorite.
was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover. The night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
Isn't that exciting? Oh, I mean, it's really exciting. So I'm going to tell you what I think. I think, honestly, having these duets is going to allow each of us to listen to the music and find accuracy, but also artistry at the same time. Um, I just think this is going to be a brilliant learning tool for us. All right, now, anybody want to sing? Yes, you do. So, what I'd like to do is, first of all, I'd like to have and we haven't even done this one yet, but I'd like the baritones and basses to sing together with the track. And then we're going to do the leads and the tenors together. I'm sorry, Deb.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but but just by you, by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
Yow. Yes, yes. Did you find a lot of octaves? There are quite a few between the baritone and the bass. Bass sings octaves with a lot of all parts. But the thing that's so critical, and you're going to hear it every time you listen, is that the vowel match is what makes it pop. Tuning is important, but if the vowel wasn't right, it would not have that lock that we hear so beautifully. And that is something we can all, again, it all goes into how we all kind of do something similar on our face and lose the tension. Basses. Find measure 41, please. This is probably the most exciting bass moment. And of course, the octave slide from the low G to a high G, where you're then on the unison with the baritone. Ba. That's great, but that's not the best note. The best note is when you come down to the F. It's on that second part. So if you're here, I've got to start on the C, don't I? You smile. That one's great, but this is the next note. That's the dissonant. Now you are a major second with the baritones, and we hold that for about 3 years. So you just have to know you got to have air. Both of those, everybody will have air, but those two parts have got to be right like this on that very moment in time. That It's going to make that's when everybody goes in the audience and they want to beat on their seats and wet their pants and stuff. That's the best thing right there. All right, so good. We're now going to do leads and tenors. And of course, this is our treble duet. I didn't say trouble, I said treble duet. They are not trouble. They're good. All right, nobody's trouble. All right. You will hear a lot of major seconds again right off the bat. I was ne. When you get to ne, you're going to it's not really a major second because it would have to be an A flat for that, but it's a wonderful interval that you need to really lock. So just as you sing and as you listen, as you go, mark your music. That is the real thing we want to get in a habit of doing that. All right, here we go. 2 parts.
I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to moon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight and the world was new. Now here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, a lovely song. At last, skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover. The night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine, mine at last.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. A tenors. Measure 45. Look at measure 45, please. So your most important moment in the sun here, it's when you rise and really shine and fly, are the last 2 notes in measure 45. When you're on he, and you're going to hang on that G up there. The note that's the important note, however, is the E natural. It's the garlic note that throws that whole chord into a magic time. So that's the note. I want you to make sure that you circle your E natural and then up to the G. And yes, you're going to be able to slide up there. That's what that squiggly line means. If you get a squiggly line on your page, that means it's not just legato. It is a longer, it's like a very deliberate connection of those 2 notes. The basses have one at the very same time. Basses, if you're looking at the music, you've got one the measure 45 in beats 3 and 4 as well. And you also have another one in measure 41 basses, the squiggly line. When you do that octave, whoa, what an amazing moment that will be for you. Lots of amazing moments in this song. Um, and does anybody have any thoughts, comments on this evening and doing this tonight?
I
I
love it.
love it.
I love it.
Likewise, I absolutely love the duetting of the parts. It's fabulous. Thank you, Debbie.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you, Debbie.
Multiple times.
Yes,
I
everybody gives
missed
Debbie a
this
high
so
five
much.
and applause, applause, applause.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love this melody.
Go,
And all the
Golly.
duets have made me fall more in love with this.
Oh, I know it.
You know, and it not only to me it not only lets me appreciate what the other parts are doing, but it lets me know where I fit in with the
Right.
That's the idea.
Will we have these duets online?
Yes, that was, thank you. You just read my mind. See, I didn't want her to put them out until we had this evening, but
Thank you,
now
thank
they will
you.
be posted. You go to at last in the song library like you normally do, and instead of you will find it may not be at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, but coming soon. They will appear here,
Yes.
and I think I'm going to just request that you always be the student right now. And when you sit down to listen to him, have your music, have your pencil or your magic marker, whatever, because you're going to find more magic. Every time there's an accidental, every time there's a natural or a sharp in that first section, it means your part, if you've got that, has got something special to special about that. Yes, Jean is asking if it's going to be possible to have duets to other songs, and I can tell you that at this point, I'm sure contest songs will be a priority. And thank you, Jean, for that. It's a great idea, but right now I'm probably not going to dump everything in the repertoire on bass on Debbie. Gosh, Deb, your name says bass. I'll just call you bass from here on out. So, but slowly but surely, because she's very giving of her time, but again, I don't want to stress her too much. Dawn, yes ma'am.
I forgot what accidental means. I can't remember
Okay, so
when
it's
you
an
say an
accident.
accidental note or whatever.
It is an accident. On your paper, do you have it in front of you? You have to find your music. Do you have it? Okay, so your first accidental in the bass part, Dawn, is in measure 3. Find measure 3, and it's an A natural. That means that instead of singing an A flat, which is in the key, you have to know kind of this terminology. You're going to sing higher than that by a half step. And I can tell you what, I was never spellbound by a starry sky, starry sky. If I sang it regular, by a starry sky. So it doesn't have the garlic. So that's what an accidental is. Some of them look like little bees, like in measure 4. Sky. That makes it go down a half step as well. See it? See it?
Yes, and I was having trouble finding where I was supposed to go up or down on some of these because of the accidental. So now I know what that means.
Yeah, if it's a B, you
Thank
go
you.
down a half step. If it's a sharp sign,
I've
you
been
go up
working
a
on
half.
trying to learn.
Yeah, good for
Yeah,
you. That's good.
got it.
We're all trying to learn. All right.
I have a question, Dede.
Yes, Dawn.
A a measure 44. Do we or do we not sing and?
When we no, you do not, but when we put it on stage, you will. What I meant what I said before, it's very hard to sing an interpretation that is, yeah. So,
Okay.
okay, thank you. Did you all get that? Go by what you hear, and when we
Yeah.
meet together, we will have just not a million, not a lot of note changes. Well, in fact, there really aren't any note changes. Contest songs, we may change a breath or we may leave out a word, but other than that, no. All right, we're going on. I'm going to ask that, let's see, if I can share screen even though you're sharing computer sound, right? Fantastic. All right. So right now, I am going to put us onto something else here. Again, I've had a kind of a request, here to talk to this. When you're sitting at home and you've been singing for a long time in your life, and all of a sudden you are alone, and technically you've become a soloist, and nobody here joined this organization to become a soloist, and that includes me. Um, but you love to sing, and so now here we are. We're sitting in our rooms, and we are trying to sort out how we are going to go forward, because no one here wants to spend a lot of time, I don't think, kind of getting nowhere. So how do we know if we're getting someplace when we're singing by ourselves? So how we're going to continue along here. So how's it going? First of all, when you sing at home, it's got to feel good, and that means physically and mentally, and certainly in your voice. That means in your voice box, in your mouth, in your jaw. It should feel good. It should feel like it's natural. Secondly, when you're at home, you have the opportunity, should you choose to take it, to look in a mirror when you sing. And the good thing about singing barbershop is that you do get to look what I call normal. You don't want to distort your face in any fashion, or your mouth or your lips or anything that you would look anything else but beautiful. That's very important. Third is that we get away from what we have done for years, and that is something I have to say. I mean, I'm partially responsible. When we sing barbershop, at times we sing with tension, and we sing with a lot of pressure and push, and really we suffer, maybe not at that moment, but it could be the next morning when we get up and our voice doesn't feel good. It's a little rough, it's a little raw, it's a little achy. So what I want you to do is I want you to look for a tension-free way of producing sound. And this is basically what I've been doing every morning since June, is trying to change the mentality of, first of all, me, to get to the point where I can approach singing in a more relaxed manner. And I honestly think it's going to make a lot of difference when we go back together. Fourthly, is there such a word as fourthly? Air is coming into your body and exiting freely. You're not stuffing your lungs. You're not getting tight in the upper chest on inhalation. You're not making sound on it. It's very open and it's silent. It's just easy. That's that drink breath. If you don't know what it is, call me up and or text me or do something, and I would be happy to explain it to you. And in your heart, even with everything that's going on, you have a good, calm, peaceful feeling. That's what singing should bring. Peace. Well, believe it or not, this man is a singing teacher. You can find his face on the internet selling his wares, and there are so many things wrong with his everything that it's not worth talking about. But why do some people feel and look like this when they sing? And it really has to do with that. In actuality, there are a lot of people that are teaching singing that don't quite really know what they're doing. Um, they they have all good intentions, but it's not necessarily good for the singer. Singing needs to feel free. And vocal production cannot exist in this sort of a look. Vocal production, easy articulation can't work. Tension-free lips, tongue, and jaw can't exist. So vocal production for that gentleman is something other than what we know and what we're learning. The vocal instrument cannot work well under those circumstances. You have the answers. You do. That doesn't mean that every day you're going to do anything perfectly. Certainly, I don't. Some days your voice is going to work, some days your body's going to feel good, but look for the peaceful feeling. And if it doesn't feel good, stop. Just stop. All right. This is your checklist. And I'm going to send this out so you don't have to write anything down, of course, These are the things when I'm at home sitting in front of my computer singing, these are the things I do. I lift my sternum, I keep tension out of my neck and shoulders. I expand my waistline on every inhalation and expand my lungs. And every exhalation, when you sing, there's a consistent support from the core, not from the throat. Your throat's got to stay open for the passage of the air, for the phonation. It can't double duty and start to use muscles there. There's no physical pain anywhere. And tension-free jaw, neck, all of that. Lips. Boy, especially the upper lip. We do some very strange things with our upper lips. And so it's just good to know that they really are there to be kissed, and they don't do a whole lot else. They do come together on M's, N's, and all that stuff, though. The tongue is light, and the jaw is in duh. So for the final, just for a check, we're going to sing something right now, all in our own little home right here. We do not have anything going. We have no tracks. We're going to sing a song that we know and love. We're going to sing a hallelujah. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at this list while you're singing. Don't let it distract you, but just go for it and see if you have these things happening. Actually, I blew the bass note. You don't want that. You probably want the key note. Ooh. Here we go. This is it. Singing the song. 2, 3, and. Ooh, I heard there was a secret chord. All right. First verse. How many were at the end of the first verse? That's where we were. We were at the end of the first verse. The checklist is very powerful because I'm going to tell you what I have in front of me that I look at every morning. And you'd think, okay, I've been doing this for years. This is what I have. My people know it. It says, relax, you've got this. Can you see that? It also has little kitty teeth mark chews up in this upper corner right here. So my life is much like yours. When I find that I am tensing here under the jaw or in my lips or my tongue, I look at my little card and I just say, relax, you've got this. And I want you all to make a card and put it in front of yourself so that when you practice at home, you have the same thing. It's empowering. It's empowering to know that that's okay and that's the way we want it. All right, are you ready to get out of your chair? Because we have one item to go find in our house. And the winner is going to have the best story about whatever they go find. The one item, and this is from Diane, but she's not here. She's with her folks. I want you to go find your favorite mug. Go.
While you are looking, Mary B called me. She's really worried about Diane and her family. I put a little note in chat, so if you all could pray and support Diane, that would be wonderful. Thanks.
What's the matter with Diane and her family?
Did you read the message? Her family was
No.
evacuated this morning at 4 in the morning with the two little boys, and they don't have any idea if they've got a home to go back to.
Well, my husband's on the phone with his gold mining buddy, deciding which alternate route to take because 49 is closed because of a fire. Now,
Yeah.
idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy Triolo has been evacuated too. For a
Yeah,
couple-
we know. Yeah.
And Barb Tierhorse.
Oh, and Barb. Wow.
A chorus member. So that's my story. Who's next?
We missed the whole story.
Why?
We didn't hear the whole story.
You're
We
muted.
didn't hear any of it.
We just heard that's my story.
Dede, you were on mute when you told us the story.
Is that right? How funny. Okay, let's start again. This was given to me by a chorus member, okay? And it is a beautiful love mug, and it says, "Love you more." And on the inside, it's got XOXO, which is the way I always sign my name. And
Yes.
of course, that means hugs, kisses, loves. It's my signature. And so that's my story. Somebody else.
I'll do it, Marianne.
Yes.
Mine says too hot to handle. And, and I take it camping with me every time in our trailer.
Perfect. Thank you.
May I say something?
Yes, of course.
This is Bonnie, and my favorite mug is actually a person in a snowbank on skis. I used to ski a lot, and one of my most wonderful days of skiing, I ended up wrapped around a tree. I wasn't hurt at all, but it was a unusual experience, and my friends got me this mug in honor of that day because it was a good day. Weather was fabulous. And my other favorite mug is all about going shopping and getting a pair of shoes. And that is if my friends know me well. Anyway, thank you. 2 mugs.
Yay. Yay. Donna.
I don't know if it's me or not, but anyway, here goes. Don't mess with y'all. Don't mess with taxes. And I
Gotta say it right.
and I chose it because I spent part of my childhood in Texas, deep east Texas, and my favorite aunt was there, and my favorite cousins are all there, and my sister is new.
That's
So
wonderful.
I try and go back as often as I can because I just love it there, and I love the people. They're all so friendly and polite. And anyway, this is
Good.
my favorite.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Who else would like to talk?
Bless
Okay,
your heart.
Patsy. Patsy first.
This is my mug that says, step aside, coffee. This is a job for chocolate.
Oh, very cute. That explains it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Okay, who's next? Allison. I love yours.
So mine says teacher fuel.
Oh.
And it's my favorite mug right now because I need a lot of coffee. So
I bet.
it's a good one for right now. It's my favorite one.
How are you doing? Hanging in there?
Yeah, hanging in there.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Who else? Who else? Okay, Cindy.
Look, I can't find the thing. Mine's my 3 border collies sitting on the end of our dock.
Oh, cool. That's a special one.
Yep.
That's special.
Their names are even on it.
Jenny.
Mine is, I got 2 of them. One I got from my granddaughters about 7 or 8 years ago.
Oh, how cute.
And then this one was from my grandson, and he had just been born, or he was like 1 year old.
Oh,
cute.
That's wonderful. That's terrific. Okay, Sharon.
I got this from my stepdaughter, and I use it every morning because it makes me happy. It says,
I can
choose
see
joy.
That. I can see it. That is terrific. Terrific. Linda.
Well, I worked at Starbucks corporate for 10 years, and we collected cups, of course, from Seattle. And this one is from Lake Tahoe, and that's my go-to place right now within a 2-hour radius of where I live. So I have to enjoy it, and it's a beautiful lake. And I think my friend Donna would agree. And Allison provided a good segue to my coffee cup.
Yay, wonderful. Who else?
I got
Jeanette.
one. Oh, I really like this one because it was from my granddaughter for one thing, but it's a nice big cup that I can make a big cup of weak coffee every morning because I don't like strong coffee.
Got it. Loring.
Oh, can't hear you.
Oh, see her.
It's related to Sweet Adeline's in the chorus, and I never even would have thought to get it, but it says she leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes. And that is the sparkle of Sweet Adeline.
Oh, that's terrific. That's just terrific. Jean, tell us about yours.
First, I have to unmute myself. This is a cup that's almost 40 years old.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a Ski Utah cup. And yes, I do a lot of snow skiing. So if you see the picture of the lady on the snow ski right there, see, that's why I had it. And it does not have coffee in it ever. It only has hot chocolate and tea.
Oh, that works. Certainly works. Fine. Loretta.
Where's Loretta?
Let's see her.
She's
Unmute.
Oh, unmute Loretta.
Yoga's teacher.
She tried, but it didn't work.
There we go.
Here she
Okay.
is.
This mug was given to me by a special student that I tutored for 2 years, and he just made so much growth. And so he gave it to me for Christmas, and it says, world's goodest teacher. So it's just really special.
That's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, Michelle.
This is my new favorite mug. It's Breakfast of Champions, Kurt Vonnegut. So it's a literary reference here.
Yes, Breakfast of Champions. I remember that quite well. Angie.
Unmute. Okay. So this is a mug that I got when we went to Carnegie Hall in New York City.
And it's special to me, not only for that, but I was born there and my daughter went to med school there and my daughter is a doctor there right now. So I like to drink my coffee out of it every morning.
That's terrific. That's absolutely terrific, terrific.
I don't see her now.
That is absolutely wonderful. Oh, okay. Stephanie, I see yours. And then we'll do Charla.
This is one of many Winnie the Pooh mugs that I have. Winnie the Pooh has been part of my life since I was very young, and I used Winnie the Pooh and all the characters in my classroom with the kids. And so it brings back lots of memories of a lot of special people and a lot of fun times.
Oh, wow. Great. That's wonderful. Charla.
I got this mug on the last vacation I took. I like to use it as my little affirmation in the morning. It says, imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring.
All right.
Yeah. And would you send that quote to Pete and she can put it in our paper? I think that we all need to adopt that. Really, the way life is, that's a perfect quote for all of us.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. I don't. Oh, Pete.
This is my mug, and the reason why it's my favorite mug right now is it's sitting next to me, and I didn't have to go all the way downstairs.
Oh, jeez.
My back being out, so that's why it's my favorite mug of the moment. Otherwise, you would have seen my favorite mug.
Oh, that's great, Susan.
Mine is a Shakespearean insult mug. I got it in Ashland, Oregon when we took students on a drama trip. And so it's got lots of lovely insults.
Oh, give us one.
You lump of foul deformity. Not quite like choose joy, but you know.
Maybe you want to send those to Pete too. She can throw one in every once in a while.
Sending them all to Debbie would be the right thing to do.
True. Sorry about that, Deb. You got so many
It's
jobs.
okay. I like emails, but yes.
I got one. Somebody else just had their mug up and I lost him.
Did. It was
okay,
Bobby
Max.
did.
Let's do
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, it's mine. This is my favorite mug from my favorite buddy, Jenny Carpenter. She gave me a monogrammed mug with flowers.
Isn't that pretty? Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And okay, Mary Railing.
Yes. This is a cup that reminds me of when I lived in Illinois. My favorite, best girlfriend. We went to breakfast there. It's called the Egg Harbor Cafe. And we had breakfast and talked a lot in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Oh, Schaumburg.
This brings back a lot of memories of friendship.
Yes.
So this is
Been
my
there many a
favorite.
time.
Yes, yes.
Have I
just,
missed anybody? Have I missed anybody that's dying to talk? Okay, Jan.
Where's Jan?
Jan is kind of in the dark. There we go.
Unmute.
Yeah, unmute yourself. Can you imagine how a teacher does this?
This is Violet Colley for all of you Downton Abbey fans. She is the Dowager of Downton Abbey, and this mug has her picture and several of her well-known quotes.
All right. Most interesting. Oh, I think we're done.
No, Barb.
Okay, wait a minute. Carol Wharton.
Barb.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get Barb too.
Okay. I like handmade things, and this one was hand painted, and my favorite colors right now are blue and white.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous.
It's good to know.
It's so artistic.
That is very beautiful. Okay, someone said someone else. Who
Barb
else?
Julian.
Barb Julian, where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. This is my mug. It's NASA, and that's because I lost my dad a couple years ago. And he was a NASA scientist, and he traveled all over the country, all over the world. And he's a physicist, and he was just such an incredible man. And I drink out of this cup and think of him.
Oh, that's
Nice.
beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful story. That's a beautiful story. Deborah.
So this is my favorite mug. It's a travel mug and it's really, really big. And it actually, if I knock it over, it doesn't spill all over, even if it's slightly open, and it's got a handle. And I was visiting the triplet grandchildren and they were playing with stickers and they were sticking them all over me. And they had this great big one. And so I took it off of me and I stuck it on my mug. And it says flower music. Can't really quite get it. Flower music, and it's a little kitty.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, I like
And so
that.
whenever I go over there, they say, you still have the sticker. So now I have to bring this mug over every time and show them I still have the sticker.
That's
Yes, I do
terrific.
wash it. I do wash it.
And the sticker doesn't come off?
What's that?
The sticker doesn't come off?
It has not. And I've washed it thoroughly and it's on. So I don't scrub it. I want it to stay.
It's meant to be there.
Well, the paint's coming off the mug.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, sticker stays on.
I'll show everybody you.
Pam.
So this is Julian. This is my favorite cup right now. He is such a sweet kitty.
Oh, look, he's nuzzling.
He's a wonderful guy. The other one, his brother, is eating right now. Okay, so I don't know, Cindy, how are you going to decide who won this thing?
Pamela has.
Oh, Pam, sorry I missed you. Go ahead.
Okay, this mug, if you can see, it has butterflies. Oh, yeah. It has butterflies on it. Maxine, do you recognize it? You gave it to me.
Yes, I do.
Many years ago. Maxine and I have been through thick and thin together. And
Yes, we have, darling.
And I love it because it's got a lid to it, a little pink lid, and I use it to it's just snuggly in the mornings with your coffee. I love it. Thank you.
Wonderful.
You're
That's
welcome.
great. Well, I don't envy you, Cindy, to try to figure this one out.
Oh.
Well, I think Charlotte, because that was just the most perfect life that we should all live by.
Charla, bravo.
Yay.
You're a winner. Ta-da! Very nice. Very great. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, this is.
Can I announce the drawing winner now?
That's right.
Okay. Do I get a drum roll? This week, Judy Nail won a $10 gift card for Cold Stone Winery.
Up of the tongue there.
Not winery, Judy, calm down. It's actually a creamery.
Yeah.
Cold
Hey, Judy.
Creamery.
I haven't seen it.
Judy's not here, but you'll get it to her. I know you will.
She's right there. All these
Wonderful.
cards.
Where's Judy?
There you are.
Right
Yes,
there.
Which
Judy?
That's the move.
Judy, you just won.
Judy Nail.
Oh, okay.
You.
I wanted to make sure.
She didn't have a favorite cup.
Nope.
Judy Nail.
Thank you, Judy. It'll be
Last
at the
thing.
mail
Last thing we're going to do is Deb will play Harmonize the World. How many know this song? Just curious. How many sort of know this song?
I'm learning it in bass.
Good idea. What I find is a lot of people woodshed it, meaning, they kind of fake it. So if you don't have it, you really print it and learn the notes of your part. It probably will turn out better in the end for everybody. Okay, so this is the original ending song of, I'd say, probably every chorus up until, 10 years ago. So here we are. We are going to listen to and sing. I don't know. Put yourself on mute, I guess. That way we'll be kind of.
Sing a song to your neighbor. He'll start humming along. Sing a song to a stranger. Soon he'll join in the song. Music spreads harmony throughout the land. Joyful notes in a chorus.
to be a sweet Adeline. SVC woman. That's us. Love you all.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Love you all. Have a good week. Be careful. We'll see you next week for Mary Ray.
All right.
Mary Ray.
Stay safe, everybody. Yeah, safe travels. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
You'd like me to help you out? All right, all gone.